Welcome to this week's episode of the NFL's Way to Play Performance Series, and this week we are highlighting, and I do mean highlighting, the NFL's most dynamic superstar, Alvin Kamara. What makes this guy so special? I mean, literally, he's like every childhood dream that you can imagine. You imagine running through the hole, stiff arming, spinning, jumping, running, cutting. Well, at least that's what I did, but I wasn't exactly Alvin Kamara either. But maybe you can become him or become closer like him. So we're gonna take you through some drills and skills to get you closer to becoming the star that he is.
Alvin Kamara has become a human highlight reel. Every week we see big plays, big cuts, big jukes, even big hits. One of the traits that really contributes to this is his ability to react. And we're talking about react, change of direction, react with a spin, react with absorbing force, react with delivering a hit. His timing to react is perfect. You may never get there, but here's some exercises that can help your reactive strength as an athlete. One of our favorite things to do is we get in a Bulgarian split squat or a rear foot elevated split squat position. And instead of walking out far, I want you to kind of keep that foot underneath you. Traditionally, we're in a more split position or a lunge position with a regular Bulgarian or rear foot elevated split squat. I want Josh to just jump out here and catch at the bottom of a rear foot elevated split squat. So go ahead. So there's that reactive strength, right? Go ahead, we'll go slower. Good. We can add a weight to this. We could add dumbbells, maybe even a barbell on the back for better athletes. Just a barbell, you don't have to add a ton of weight. And we could play with this. So this is gonna be more your absolute strength. You know, this is that heavier load. And we're talking about a high velocity load. So we can make it more reactive. So Josh, I want you to land and bounce back up to this same position. So what we're kind of emulating is things that happen on the field. There's high velocity movements, you're cutting, you're having to absorb force, and in this case, you're having to absorb force and get out of it quickly, like we see with Alvin Kamara on the football field.
One of the things that makes Alvin Kamara so elusive as a running back is his ability to rotate and disassociate his shoulders, meaning he can turn his shoulders one way while his lower body's pointing the other direction, whether it be a swing pass or he's trying to get skinny in a hole or he's initiating a spin move. You can't be stiff as a board and play like Alvin Kamara. So we're gonna give you a movement to help you open up your shoulders like Alvin Kamara. All you're gonna need for this movement is a ball and a partner. If you don't have a partner, you can use the wall, but for this case, it'll be a little bit more effective with a partner. CJ's gonna sit on the ground here. He's gonna open his feet up, and he's gonna make sure he's staying tall with his upper body, because we don't wanna get into a posture where we're slouching forward. You don't see Alvin Kamara like that on the field. We don't wanna be like that in our training movement. Now CJ's going to turn his shoulders, toss the ball to me, and I'm going to pass it back to him, creating a little bit of a rhythm. This is the same type of shoulder action that you're seeing Alvin Kamara do on the field. You can do a few reps over one shoulder, a few reps over the other, and this is just building that ability to really open up the shoulders and get skinny through the hole. If you need a little more of an advanced version, we can go to the feet. Now we're focusing less on isolating the shoulders and now moving the body as a whole. So now CJ's going to open up and throw back. If you want to make it more challenging, just get further behind him. So now you have to throw and open up even more. If you need an easier variation, we open up a little bit less. But this is a great exercise, a great movement to help you build that shoulder mobility and shoulder strength that you need on the field.
Taylor and Josh took you through how to build some of the base skills for Alvin Kamara's performance. But the thing that really makes him unique and special is his ability to produce force, absorb it, and redirect it. So we're gonna take you through a quick drill on how to do just that. The base of good movement is force production, and that's what Alvin Kamara does really well. A part of force production is being strong. But then he takes that strength and he turns it dynamic, and Josh taught you how to build that. Now we're gonna teach you how to build force production, but not just produce it, absorb it, and then redirect it. And that's what makes a football player special. So now what we're gonna do here, have Brian get on down into a starting position, and the force is gonna be pushed down into the ground. So think of it like a single leg lunge. Then he's going to catch himself on the right leg and then redirect that absorbed force through the med ball into CJ. So here we go. Boom. One more time, B, great job. Think of it like a cut. A cut, then driving back into an opponent, driving your shoulder back into the opponent. So what's happening here as you can see, as Brian applies that force downward into the ground, he then drives down and away. That then propels him to the right. He catches on that right leg. He then drives down and away again while absorbing that force and then redirecting it through the drive. And now you see the Met ball being tossed. This movement here will help you produce power, absorb, and redirect. And that's the basis of high performance athletics. CJ now is going to take you to the ground, meaning on the feet, and show you how it's done.
So yes, so we started from the knee, right? We built the strength. Now let's go to the feet because it's a little more applicable to what's actually happening on the field. When Alvin Kamara makes that cut, he's delivering force, he's absorbing it, then he's redirecting that force. We're gonna do it on the feet. We're gonna add a little bit of coordination to this movement. So instead of Brian having the ball, I'm gonna deliver the ball. He has to really drive off the left, coordinate, time it, catch it, absorb it, now redirect it. And this Met ball is just kind of overloading the whole movement. Ready, go. So we're just going back and forth, getting some coordination. And what he's focusing on is that quick, acute cut that you see Alvin Kamara use on the field. This is gonna help you become a better cutter, become a better just ball player and carrying that ball, making a cut, making a play, doing what you gotta do.
You've played with a guy similar to Alvin Kamara at the University of Pittsburgh, is it?
Yes, yes.
Pitt?
Yes,
Pitt Panthers.
held a Pitt.
Okay, I hear you. Go Bucks, but I hear you, CJ. Now, nonetheless, you played with LeSean McCoy.
Yes.
Explain what you saw LeSean McCoy do that's similar to this, because you saw it in person.
Honestly, LeSean McCoy, it was unbelievable how I got to see him stop on a dime and just change direction and move and cut. And when he's stopping on a dime, he's going back to the opposite direction. Really, all that force and his body weight, he has to absorb it, right? So this Met ball is helping us to kind of deal with that kind of external load, right? That overloading and then getting back. So imagine when you get rid of that Met ball, it's gonna help you stop on a dime, play ball, and hopefully, hey, score a lot of touchdowns.
Well, hopefully so, but you need good offensive linemen to do so, and LeSean McCoy had just that. Without a doubt, Alvin Kamara is an exciting and dynamic football player, and it's gonna take you some work to reach his level. So what are we doing? Get to work and let's play some football.